team. I'm Maddie. I'm sorry I couldn't join you all for a live stream this week, but I am out of town at a horror convention with my husband, and it is it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great. Um, so what we're gonna do some debunking, debunking, uh, uh, stuff. Debunking stuff is what we're doing today. And I wanted to tackle the current health craze of drinking alkaline water. So I found a video on it. We're going to react to it. I'm very excited, and I hope you all are too. So, um, now it should tell us as we're watching this why alkaline water is good and like what all the like health claims are surrounding it. So I don't think I need to preface this with a lot of pre-information. Yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens when we click play.
When it comes to your body, there's no other substance more important than water. If you drink lots of water on a regular basis, you know you're doing something very beneficial for your health. But have you heard about alkaline water? Alkaline water is less acidic than tap water.
Oh, hold on. Did you guys see that infographic? Sorry, I'm trying to get this to where I can see myself recording so I don't look insane and I can see the video that we're watching together. Anywho. Okay, did you guys catch this graphic? Because it's so sexist. It's so sexist. Okay, so for guys, drinking water can prevent headaches and energize your muscles and protect our joints and cartilage. But for women, it can keep our skin looking good and could aid in weight loss. And drinking water. What's the last thing down there? Show me. What does it say? No, not that. And drinking water. Because, like, I as a woman don't want to prevent headaches or energize my muscles or protect my joints and cartilage. That's not what I care about. I care about losing weight and keeping my skin looking good. All of these things are in fact true for both men and women. Drinking water helps keep you full. Sometimes when you feel hungry, like drink a glass of water first, and then see if you still feel hungry, because there's a lot of water that we get from the food that we eat. All right, think of how much water is in like a piece of fruit, right? That's a lot of water content. So sometimes when you feel hungry, what your body really wants is like water. So anyway, so drinking a full glass of water, absolutely, that can help you like lose weight because you might not feel as hungry as often is sort of the thought process there. Yeah, and being hydrated is just in general good for you. So this is your daily reminder to like hydrate, don't dehydrate. This is not water though, this is sweet tea. So that's not the same thing at all, but it's what I have in front of me. Okay, so I agree with his overall statement that drinking water is good for you.
As alkaline water has a higher pH level than your regular drinking water.
Tell me more. So this cracks me up. There we go. So the pH scale, right? How acidic or how basic or alkaline something is defined relative to pure water. Pure water has what's called a neutral pH. So it is neither an acid nor a base. It is perfectly neutral at a 7. The scale goes from, I think, it's either 0 or 1. I forget if it starts at 0 or 1. But like 0 to 14, where the most acidic substance in the universe would be a 0. The most alkaline substance in the universe would be a 14. And that's just the scale that we decided on. Sorry. My nose itches. Allergies are going nuts because it's spring in Oklahoma. So yes, if you're drinking pure water that has a neutral pH, but that's not how they phrased it, right? They said Alkaline water is less acidic, right? No, that's not the way to phrase that. Alkaline water, because tap water, regular water, is neither acidic nor basic. It is perfectly balanced in the middle. Okay, glad we had this chat. Alkaline water is by the way like a 7.4 pH is what it's got. So it's barely, 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 barely not in the middle, right? You wouldn't, that's not super alkaline, right? That's not a base. That's just water, you know? Okay. Oh, excuse me. Ultra water has a pH of 8 to 9.5. That's a little concerning. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's okay, I guess they are doing things like soda has an acidic pH. So let's Google this. What is the pH of Coke? Coca. I meant Coke. Okay, so wow, that's pretty acidic. So 2.6 to 2.7, due mostly to phosphoric acid. So what about iced tea? 4.5. Okay, so this is a pH of like 4.5. What are safe pHs to drink? What is the safe pH range to drink? But that's just for water sources. That the EPA recommends that the pH level of water sources should be between 6.5 to 8.5. But I want to know. I didn't want to know of water. I wanted to know in general because clearly it's like it's not awesome for you to drink soda, but you're not going to die from drinking soda. No, none of this. I don't want of drinking water. Let me try this. pH range safe for human consumption. There we go. But that's still water. That's not helpful. This is not a helpful Google search. I don't pH range of which things are safe to eat. Okay. So this is saying that you have to pasteurize things with a pH value greater than like the temperatures you need to heat things up to make them safe. Because if something's really acidic, like little microbes, little guys, little friends aren't going to grow on it. Yeah, that's what is the pH range in which? Thank you. Safe pH range, acid versus base for food. This seems like a very simple question. I don't want to accept all your cookies, just the strictly necessary ones. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Let's just accept this Stack Exchange answer. I'm sorry, this is okay. Seasoned advice. Excuse me. Cool. We'll go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia seems like an excellent source. Great. Okay. So, black coffee, pH of about 5. Orange juice is a pH of about 3. Lemon juice 2. Stomach acid is a 1. So, like, you could drink something with a pH of 1, but you wouldn't like it, right? Like, that wouldn't taste good. Same thing with, like, we don't really generally drink, like, a glass of lemon juice, but a little bit is really nice. But we would drink a glass of orange juice, right? So, okay. And then if we're looking at other things, you know, like, I don't really want to just drink, like, I'm not going to drink seawater, you know, I'm not going to drink something, well, I might drink something with baking soda in it. Milk of magnesia, right? That is in a lot of, medicines to make your tummy feel better, right? So, like, Pepto-Bismol would be somewhere up there. Okay, so there's our like safe kind of ranges. I would be concerned with like anything above a 10 or really like below a 2. So safe ranges are really wide. So that's good to know. Okay, cool. Sorry, that was a bit of a walkabout to get to this picture, but that's what I wanted to know of what ranges are actually safe. Um, okay. So this is like ultra water, very alkaline water, 8 to 9.5. Cool. So it's not gonna do anything bad, right? Because that seems, it's below milk of magnesia. That's not gonna do anything bad to you. So that's good. That's good. At least this woo health claim isn't going to like actively harm you, right? Because there's a lot of stuff in the naturopathic world, or in the woo pseudoscience world that will actively cause harm if you follow this advice. So all this is saying is drink this water. Okay.
Some experts believe it helps to neutralize the acid in your body, which offers numerous benefits. In fact, some go as far as saying that if you change the type of water you drink,
Okay.
you might change your
Neutralize
life.
acid in your body. I don't really want it to neutralize the acid in my stomach because then my stomach would not do its job, right? Now, if you've got like an upset stomach, like you just ate a whole jar of salsa with a spoon, and now you're getting some heartburn because of that. Like, the advice there is to have something a little basic, right? So if you're not lactose intolerant and don't think milk is gross, have a little glass of milk, right? Because milk is basic. So it's alkaline, it's not acidic. Or milk of magnesia, right? So if you have an upset stomach, do that. But other than that, like you do have like a natural pH range for your body that you could measure, say like in the blood cell. So let's see what that is. What is human pH range? Cool. So look at that. If we were to uh if we were to measure the pH of your blood, because that's what we would measure, right? We're going to find a super narrow range that is healthy for humans. And turns out, team, most things in life, most things that are alive, uh, have a very specific pH range that they want to live in. And if they get outside of that range, bad things start to happen. So, but 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 the problem here, right? The problem here is this idea that well, if I just ate spicy food, then that would affect, or let's just say I ate something really acidic, right? I sat down and I ate a whole lemon, right? I just ate a lemon and I brought that into my body. Does that mean that I changed the acidity of my blood? No, because I'm not a biologist, I'm not a medical professional, I've never taken an anatomy class, so I don't know the exact process. But there's a careful process in our body that regulates the pH of our blood, and so the pH of our body. Um, and excuse me, it's not really related to what we're eating, right? Um, excuse me. So, and again, there's different pHs in different levels of our body, right? Because the stomach acid has a very low pH, but if we're thinking about the kind of pH of our blood, pH, our body's pH range, this is what we're thinking about, this really narrow range. And so this is help to neutralize your body. That is let's that would generally be thinking of as lowering your body's pH, or rather bringing it closer to 7. But does your body need help with that? I mean, not for a normal, healthy person who doesn't have some kind of crazy rare disease where your body can't regulate its own pH levels. And even in that case, which I don't know if it is, listen, I'm sure there's some disease somewhere that causes that, but I just don't know what it is. But I can't imagine drinking alkaline water would affect that. You know what I mean? Um, because again, it's not a I drink this water and it goes straight to my blood. It goes through my digestive system. It's processed internally. And, it doesn't strictly look like water when it's done, if that makes sense. Um, so anywho, okay, let's let him keep going. So I don't know why we would think that we have the capability to, by what we eat, affect my body's pH level. That doesn't make sense to me.
Here are 6 benefits of drinking alkaline water. Number 1, boost your immune system.
That sounds like a scam. That's do this one simple trick and change your life. It's like, that's not real. That's a scam. That's my scam-o-meter is blaring there. Okay.
As alkaline water is loaded with antioxidants,
Ow.
drinking it can help boost your immune system.
Is it? It doesn't have to be. You can make water more alkaline. So water is H2O, right? But you can also have inside pure water. You can break that apart. So not every single molecule in there is going to be H2O. You might have yeah, you might have like an H2 plus or an H3O, right? Sorry, OH minus or H3O plus. There we go. Those ions. So if you kind of like take 2 water molecules and you split them apart and scramble them back together, you won't always end up with 2 H2O molecules. You might end up with OH minus and H3O plus. Those 2 ions in there. So neither of those are antioxidants, right? I don't think so. And antioxidants are like good for you, but like eat a blueberry, right? You should be getting those in your regular diet. And I don't know exactly. All I know about antioxidants is what they do is a very natural process that's going on inside your body at all times is oxidation. So an oxidative process is happening, and you can reverse that process with an antioxidant, right? And so that can help, your cells be happy and healthy and all that stuff. So like, I don't know. I don't think about that too much in terms of like diet. If you tend to eat, this is my definitely not a dietitian, nutritionist, medical professional of any kind advice, but the kind of common sense there is that if you eat foods that look like they did when they came out of the ground and that have a variety of colors, that's in general good for you, right? So like blueberries, strawberries, bananas, right? Lots of different colors, and they look like they did. They haven't been super processed. They look like they did when they were picked. Same thing with like oatmeal, right? Oatmeal's really good for you. And my disk space is almost full, so we'll see if this will actually save when I'm done. Let me turn that off. Okay. Excellent. Awesome. Fun. Okay. So I'm sus on this claim. I'm very sus on this claim. And to me, it feels like it matters by what process you cause the water to be alkaline, whether it's loaded with antioxidants or not.
So that you'll be less likely to catch the flu or a cold and even lessen the odds of developing more serious conditions like cancer, helping your body to fight off disease and heal itself.
There's so much wrong with this. Okay, sorry, alkaline water does not kill cancer. Absolutely not. Also, especially, you're gonna put some lemon? You're gonna put some lemon slices in your alkaline water? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna make it acidic? You're gonna add acid to it? That's what you're gonna do, friend? Serious, right? Like, oh my gosh, this picture is so bad. Alkaline water kill cancer. Excuse me. I will not correct his grammar. Alkaline water kill cancer. Citation needed. Please show me. And help, like, tell me what you mean by boost the immune system, right? Make a specific claim, because it can maybe possibly do blah, 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 blah. I mean, like, any more so than just being super hydrated. So you generally feel better, right? Especially when you're sick, drink a ton of water. You'll feel better faster, right? Don't get dehydrated. But helping lessen the odds of developing more serious conditions like cancer, helping your body to fight off disease and heal itself. Citation needed. Now, I think I know where this. Okay, hi team. Hi, hello. We had to take a little break there because my computer decided it ran out of storage. So then I cleaned a lot of things up, and then I realized that the main thing that was eating up all of my storage was that I hadn't updated my Mac to the latest OS. And so I did that, and that took a while, and now I'm back. So this is part 2 for me, but it should be instantaneous for y'all. And I think this is about where we left off. Let's find out. Anywho, so this is the alkaline water kill cancer claim, and this is where I think the claim comes from. So what we're going to look up is at what pH can cancer cells live at. So pH range for, not cancer cells to live. So it is widely accepted that the pH of cancer cells is more acidic than normal cells. Generally, the pH values of normal tissues are at the range of 7.2 to 7.5. However, the pH of tumor cells is slightly more acidic at a range of 6.4 to 7. So the idea here, as far as I can grasp, is that therefore, ergo vis-a-vis, if you make your body more alkaline, then cancer cells can't live there. But that's not how this works. That's not like, one, we've already established that like you and I cannot really affect the pH balance of our bodies, right? Because we have automatic systems in us that do that, right? So me eating a banana or drinking alkaline water or a glass of milk isn't going to do that, right? Otherwise, if all I drank was milk, what's the pH of milk? I keep referencing it. What's the pH of milk? Look at that. Oh, it's less than, Oh, because of lactic acid. Okay, sorry. So that's actually cool. What's the pH of almond milk? Nope, it's about a 6. Okay. Well, that wasn't helpful. I was just thinking of milk as like tasting good when you eat spicy food, but that might be because it neutralizes spice receptors in your mouth. Anywho, okay. So the point here is that you and I cannot affect like the pH of our bodies, not really. So right, like so someone who drinks fruit juice every day is not going to be more, or there's no evidence to suggest that that person is going to be more or less likely to get cancer than anybody else, because just because you're drinking something that is acidic does not mean that you're making your body more acidic, right? So just because you're drinking things that are more alkaline does not mean you're making your body more alkaline. And just because the pH of cancer cells is more acidic than the pH of non-cancerous cells does not mean making your non-cancerous cells more alkaline would kill the cancer cells, right? There's so many things here that like A just does not follow B, or B just doesn't follow A. That's how the alphabet works. Something like that. Okay, so let's let him keep talking.
The water can neutralize damaging free radicals and convert them into oxygen to be used for tissue oxygenation and energy production.
The citation needed. That sounds like woo-woo BS.
2. Promote better digestion. Acidity interferes with the normal digestive process. When an overproduction of stomach acids results from spicy foods, alcohol, overeating, stress, and other factors, The acids often go back into the esophagus, resulting in acid reflux, which causes heartburn.
True.
By including alkalizing water in your diet, along with more alkalizing foods, it can help
I'm sorry, I'm pausing here because I would like to point out that these are supposed to be alkaline foods. And on here we have lemons, which are certainly not that's right. Lemon juice is a pH of 2. That's certainly not alkaline. Tomatoes are very acidic. Strawberries are acidic. Those are the ones I see right off the bat. So these are not alkaline foods. These are just healthy foods, right? Okay, but he's going to tell us how drinking alkaline water is going to make our stomach acid better.
neutralize the effect of acid, supporting better digestion.
How? No, right? Like, no. um, yes, if we eat spicy foods, sometimes our tummies get upset, and eating non-spicy foods might help our tummies be not upset. But like, uh, but that has nothing to do with alkaline water, right? What's the pH of a potato? I'm learning so many things. That was on there, and I know potatoes are supposed to be like really alkaline foods. So pH of a potato. Potato. No, mildly acidic. So a potato is not in fact alkaline. Fun facts. Let's look. What else we got? I'm gonna jet back to this picture because we got a sweet potato there. All of these foods are gonna be acidic. Like, I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Okay. No, we don't need to look at the pH of a potato anymore. We're gonna jump ahead. So none of this makes sense, right? And like, yeah, sure. If you eat, like, if all you ate was lemon juice, your stomach's probably gonna feel bad. So don't only eat lemon juice, right? Just drink regular water. It's fine. I guess my point here is that like, uh, adding alkaline doesn't subtract from the acid, right? Because once it goes into your stomach, like it's just interacting with that gastric acid. Um, and but something like milk of magnesia might help if you were actively, or like Tums or Pepto, right? That might help if you're actively having heartburn. So maybe you could possibly make a claim that alkaline water could help with heartburn while you are actively having heartburn, but I don't know, and that's not the claim that they're making, right? In a sense, work or help against it in the same way that like Tums helps, you know? But I don't know. Let's see.
3. Improve your energy levels. Drinking lots of water is known to improve energy levels, as a dehydrated body is a fatigued body. Alkaline water can take that a step further, as it helps deliver nutrients to the body more efficiently than traditional tap water.
Than tap water. Sorry, I'm reading the captions at the bottom, so I'm a little ahead in my brain. Citation needed. Listen, if you get on this craze of alkaline water and all of a sudden, like, you didn't used to drink a lot of water, and now you're drinking water left, right, and center, you're like, wow, I feel so much better. That's like, frankly, my guy, that's because you're hydrated. That has nothing to do with the alkaline aspect, and just because you're drinking water.
Providing you with more energy throughout the day. 4.
Citation.
Slows the aging process.
Citation needed. Nothing's going to slow the aging process. We just get older. It's a thing. And fundamentally, aging comes down to what? Telomere length? So no, that's not affecting your telomere length. But being hydrated can help your skin look like young and healthy and not wrinkled, and keep its elasticity longer. But that's a consequence of hydration, not the pH. Not the pH being, 7.6 or 8.
As alkaline water is negatively charged and an antioxidant, it can battle free radicals.
Sorry, alkaline water is negatively charged? No. Maybe it has some ions in it, but no. Okay.
That not only helps prevent disease, but it can also slow the aging process, including signs like sagging skin and wrinkles.
Again, that's just from being hydrated. Your skin likes water, turns out. Everything in your body likes water because we're mostly water.
By reducing cellular and DNA damage caused by free radicals.
How?
Getting older by itself doesn't cause aging. Aging is the result of damage to body tissues.
Getting, like, I hate to break it to you, my guy, that's not true. Like, as you age, your body changes. Um, and like, there's no such thing as a fountain of youth, right? If you live long enough, you're gonna look like this dude over here, right? As you age, your skin loses elasticity. That's just what happens, and you can't make that not happen.
5. Give you a more beautiful complexion. Drinking alkaline water not only helps keep the skin hydrated like regular water, but because it also can fight those aging free radicals, it more effectively improves skin health, keeping your appearance young.
Keeping your appearance younger. Again, citation needed. Um, citation needed. You have to, and again, he's claiming that all alkaline water is full of antioxidants, and then antioxidants do all these other things, right? So one, you have to demonstrate that antioxidants specifically do these things in a like scientific paper, right? And to my knowledge, I don't think that's there. There's like maybe some studies that suggest this is good. Again, antioxidants are good for you, right? Like eat your blueberries. I'm on a blueberry kick right now. I'm having them like every morning for breakfast in my oatmeal. Uh, and they're good and good for you, right? So like, but the excuse me. I think of it more in terms of like a healthy, balanced diet, right? Like we all kind of have an intuitive understanding that if I choose to eat right for breakfast, like my oatmeal with blueberries in it instead of a big old bowl of Lucky Charms, um, you know, the oatmeal with blueberries is probably better for me. That's going to do better things for me and my body throughout the day. I'm going to have more energy. I'm not going to get a sugar crash. I am going to feel full longer, have sustained energy, right? From eating my oatmeal with blueberries than I do from eating really sugary cereal, and really processed cereal, things that don't have a lot of like fiber and protein. So this feels like they're taking something that's common sense, right? Eat foods with antioxidants. That's like things that tend to be blue, purple, and red in color. I'm not a dietitian. This is my Maddie's basic knowledge. Uh, and that's generally better for you, right? And when we eat better, we feel better. Um, and yeah, it helps your skin, right? Your hair will grow faster, your nails will grow faster, stuff like that. Again, that's pretty basic level common sense stuff. Versus it's going to. So sorry, he's making all of these claims, and I got off on a tangent there. So he's making all these claims that like, um, alkaline water has these effects because it has antioxidants, and so antioxidants causes blah 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 blah. But he hasn't demonstrated that antioxidants actually do all of those things, right? Like show me a paper, my guy, right? Like cite something, and then two, demonstrate to me that all alkaline water it has these antioxidants that does this. Again, there's more than one way. There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to alkalize something, specifically water, because pure water is a universal solvent. It's because it's right in the middle, right? If you add acid to it, water acts as a base. If you add a base to it, water acts as an acid, because it's smack dab in the middle of the pH scale. So he hasn't demonstrated any of these things, and just kind of claiming it. And like claiming it through we're several steps removed from what the scientific article might be, right? So let's assume that there is an article that says like antioxidants does good things for your body, right? But then he's going like, oh, okay, all antioxidants are doing this, 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 and this. And then all alkaline water has all of these antioxidants, right? We're several steps removed from what the actual scientific claim might be, if that existed. And I know there's been studies done on antioxidants, but it's not my field. So
Younger. No matter what your age, drinking alkaline water is a good way to enjoy a more beautiful, glowing complexion. 6. Support weight loss.
please demonstrate to me, like what the study I would want to see here that would need to support this claim would be, the control would be drinking tap water or pH neutral water, and then the experiment would be people drinking alkaline water, right? And you would need to do that over years, right? And have some objective measure for complexion, right? Duh.
One of the reasons for being overweight or obese is that toxins have accumulated in the body and are stored away in fat tissue. Excessive acidity in the body's tissues can cause serious problems.
Citation needed. How so? How so? Toxins have accumulated, have you? Not if you have a functioning liver and kidneys. Like,
When there's too much acid, that acid can't be easily processed and excreted, so the body holds on to fat as an adaptive mechanism, resulting in weight gain. Reducing acidity in the body
citation needed? I don't. You make fat. Fat is where you store energy that you didn't use. So if you eat more calories than you burn, that extra energy gets stored as fat. Doesn't matter. Listen, it'd be real hard to eat more like bananas than you can burn in a day, right? But I guess in theory you could do it. Um, and you would still gain fat if you did that, right? If you are, yeah, if you're in a, if you, I was trying to think of the opposite of deficit for a second. So if you are consuming more calories than you burn, you will gain weight. You will make fat. That's just how that works. And if you are in a calorie deficit, if you are consuming fewer calories than you burn, then your body will make up for that extra energy by going to that fat that was previously stored. That's kind of all there is to it. I mean, obviously, like weight loss can be incredibly like is an incredibly individual process if that's something that you're like trying to do. That's a very individualized thing because you also have to like be able to function, and you don't want to starve yourself. So how can you do that in like a healthy way? And you don't want to exercise to the point of injury, things like that. Anywho, okay, let's. But it's not. Listen, if all I ate in a day, right, was if all I ate in the day was really acidic foods, but I only consumed like an unhealthy number of calories of those, like unhealthy few, right? If all I ate in a day was lemons, right, I would lose weight. My body would not make fat because I'm not getting calories and I am starving myself, right? So don't do that. But my point here is that it's not acid. That's not the thing. Okay.
can therefore help prevent the storage of fat,
Again, no. Like I don't see how.
which is why those who drink alkaline water and follow a more alkalizing diet in general often experience noticeable weight loss.
But again, you can see that if all you do is decide to drink more water during the day, because that's another thing, is that water can like you can feel fuller longer the more hydrated you are. So you would need to demonstrate with a study that individuals who, one, you would need to demonstrate this whole mechanism you just proposed, and then secondarily you would need to show in our group of like, okay, you're going to drink this much neutral water a day and you're going to drink this much alkaline water a day. You would need to demonstrate that the alkaline group loses statistically significant more weight than the control group drinking, a neutral water, pH neutral water. You would need to show that to me. Okay.
How to make your own alkaline water. It's easy to make your alkaline water at home. Before you get started, be sure you have filtered water or water that's been purified through reverse osmosis.
Okay. Whoa, okay. Oh, now he's going to pitch me stuff. So no, this sounds like a scam. Okay, team. Um, yeah. Okay. So I really hope this audio was recorded. I really, really, really hope it is. Okay. So I think that's all I've got. That's the end of that video. And what I learned today is that alkaline water is just a bunch of more woo nonsense. I will say this, while it is still like none of the health claims it's making seem real to me, other than the benefits of just drinking a bunch of water. Drink water. So like I will say this, if this is the health craze you decide or somebody you love decides to jump onto, like I don't see how you're gonna cause harm by just choosing to drink alkaline water. You might waste some money, getting like special filters or whatever. And it might be really annoying if they think that like alkaline water is some kind of panacea. you know, and it's like this will cure what ails you, whatever that may be. So that would be really annoying, but at least it's not something that is actually innately harmful. I don't see how this is going to cause harm. So in terms of lots of woo, there's that. And again, they might see some benefits from drinking a bunch of water. You just don't need to drink alkaline water. Um, so, okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I hope you guys liked this video. I should be with you live next weekend. We'll do some kind of stream, and that'll be fun. So pay attention to like Twitter, and I'll get it posted on YouTube a couple days, a day or so in advance. So hopefully, like notifications come out or whatever. Um, in the meantime, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you are willing and able to financially support the channel, there's a buy me a coffee link down in the description. And other than that, I will see you guys soon. Okay, I hope you have just a wonderful day, and thank you so much for hanging out. Bye, team.